Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome everybody from Chattogram Online School. This is Nurulaji's Assistant Teacher English, Krishna Kumari City Corporation Girls High School. My dear students of class 7 and all those who are watching right now, I welcome everybody to enjoy today's class, especially the students of class 7. Hope you are ready with your device and other necessary articles to keep a record of our today's class. So thank you very much for watching this, and let's start our today's class. My dear students, uh, in my last class I talked about the heating up of the earth. That was a lesson from unit 9 lesson 2, and today we are continuing with the same unit with the next lesson of the last lesson. So think about the lesson from the some of the questions we see here in the beginning. So see a picture here. You see some plants are damaged due to weather. You see, probably this is due to severe cold, because you see pictures of ice here in these plants. So we can say that severe cold can damage plants. So how can we get rid of this problem? How can we grow crops in countries where there is severe cold and they grow crops in a house? This is called what? Think about this, and let's see another picture. You see here, gases are emitting, and this is smoke from industrial plants. You see, this kind of things is common in industrially developed countries. They emit carbon dioxide in form of smokes. So this is a very dangerous element of polluting the environment. How can we get rid of this, and what can cause this kind of gases? What do they damage? How can we be affected with this kind of pollutions? So we will discuss this kind of these things. Think about our today's lessons from this picture. And we have picture number 3, that is a polar bear. You see, the polar bear is thinking about something. Probably he is dissatisfied with the activities of human being, because he is losing his habitat due to heating up of the earth. That means global warming. So these special species of animal live only in the polar regions where there is ice. So the ice are melting fast due to overheat in the earth. So they are losing their habitat, and these special species of bear are about to extinct from the earth. So he's probably thinking about this. So what is the result? What are the results of this global warming? These are the results of this global warming. So our today's lesson is the greenhouse effect. This is from unit 9 lesson 3. You will find this at page 101 of English for Today book. Please open your book and get ready to start our today's lesson. First of all, as usual, we are going to tell you what are the outcomes of today's lesson. After the end of the lesson, you will be able to learn some vocabulary and apply it in a sentence, and tell about the greenhouse effect and ask and answer questions. You can also fill in the gaps using appropriate words. So let's start with some of the vocabularies. As usual, you see a trap. You see a trap. In this trap, so we can get some heat from the sun. What do we call it? This is solar panel. So our today's first vocabulary is trap. This is a verb, and we can say synonym: untangle, confine, or catch. So this solar panel catch sun rays and heat from the sun, and they produce electricity, and we we use it in different purposes. So first one is trap, and next one we can say solar panels trap energy from the sun. So next vocabulary is, you see, uh, greenhouse here. Greenhouse, our next vocabulary. This is a noun, and in this greenhouse we can grow crops or plants of different fruits and vegetables. So this means conservatory or glass house. This is a glass house, glass made house. So you can say greenhouse is a glass house where plants are grown. Next one is planet. This is noun also, and planet means earth or globe. So you see the picture, this is our mother planet, and we can say the earth is a planet. The earth is a planet. And the last one is release. This is a verb, and this means discharge. So the sun releases what? Energy. The sun releases energy. This is the sun, symbolic picture of the sun, and this releases energy. We can get this energy for different purposes. And now we have finished learning vocabularies. Hope you have written those synonyms. And now we will read the text, our today's text about greenhouse. A greenhouse is made of glass. It has glass walls and glass roof. People grow vegetables, flowers, and other plants in them. A greenhouse stays warm inside even during winter. During the daylight hours, a greenhouse gets warmer and warmer and stays pretty warm at night too. This is because the heat received from the sun is trapped inside the greenhouse by the glass. So in this picture you see the greenhouse receiving heat from the sun directly, and it traps this heat, and the plants are grown here safely. So this is the process, and you see this process is compared to a greenhouse effect in the atmosphere. This is the atmosphere, you see. The white layer here is the atmosphere around the earth or globe, and this atmosphere receives heat from the sun directly, and some of the heat get back into the space, and some of the heats are trapped inside the earth, and these gases warms up our environment, our atmosphere. So this is the process of greenhouse, and now we can learn from here again. The earth is also like a greenhouse. During the day, earth's surface warms up in the sunlight. At night the surface cools, releasing the heat back into the air. But some of the heat is trapped by gases like carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. These gases, called greenhouse gases, work like glass walls and the roof and keep the earth warm. So I think you understand this. Next is, this is global warming, and it is making the earth a dangerous planet. Unfortunately, we are making the earth too hot. We are using oil, gas, and coal for running cars, buses, trains, planes, power stations, and so on. These fuels have carbon in them. This carbon and other gases trap the heat in the atmosphere and do not allow the earth to cool down. As a result, the earth gets hotter. So these are the basic things of this today's passage. I hope you understood. Now answer these questions. Three questions for you. What is a greenhouse and how does it work? This is in section B. You see, what is a greenhouse? I have discussed. You know what is a greenhouse? This is a glass house, and it works And like this, to grow crops in extremely cold weather, it stays warm inside, trapping the heat received from the sun to help the plants grow. This is a simple process, and this is the question is also a very simple and easy for you. So you can answer it yourself. And now question number 2: how is the Earth's atmosphere similar to a greenhouse? So as I have discussed with the picture, similar picture of the earth and greenhouse, the atmosphere and the greenhouse, like this, the green atmosphere similar to a greenhouse. You see here, the earth's atmosphere is similar to a greenhouse. During the earth's surface, during the day, earth's surface warms up in the sunlight, and at night the surface cools, releasing the heat back into the air. So let's see again the picture. This is greenhouse, and this is the process of receiving heat from the sun. The earth receiving heat from the sun in the atmosphere, and some of the heats are trapped by carbon inside the earth. So the earth is getting warmer day by day. So this is the similarity. So we have written the answer here. And question number 3: recently, atmosphere on Earth have been rising faster than normal. Why is it so? There is a reason. Why? What is the reason? It is because man is polluting the atmosphere by burning oil, gas, coal, etc. to run vehicles, power stations, etc. So this is the reason here. So now we have another activity for you. This is gap filling activity in section C. So complete the gaps using these words here. There are 8 words. The first one is given here to show you the process. So the first one is done here. The carbon dioxide, one of the greenhouse gases. The first answer is greenhouse gases exist naturally in the atmosphere. It is also produced when humans use fuels such as coal, oil, gas to run cars, and factories. Factories, cars, use fuels. And what are the things here? You see that use fuels. This is of course machines. So the answer should be machines. And factories all burn what? They burn what? They burn fuels. So the answer is fuel for dash. For what? They burn fuels for getting energy. So answer is energy. To make car move, to make machines generate electricity, etc. This adds more dash to the atmosphere. If you burn fuels, it adds more what? Carbon dioxide. So carbon dioxide to the atmosphere. This is easy, and it makes a blanket of greenhouse gases surrounding the earth. This means that the dash from the sun cannot get back into the space. What cannot get back into the space? The heat that we receive from the sun. So the answer is heat. And as a thick blanket keeps you warmer at night, the thick blanket of gases. So the answer is gases is warming the earth up and changing our what? Climate. They are changing our climate. So these are the easy answers here in the fill in the gaps. So I think you can yourself do it and write down the answers, or you will do it later. Thank you. Next one is evaluation. So I'm going to evaluate you what you have understood from this lesson. There are two sentences combining like a dialogue. So A says the sun is hot, and B will answer the sun is becoming what? So you can add something here like changing degrees, positive, comparative, superlative. So think it is positive, hot. And now B says the sun is becoming what? Hottest? No, the sun is becoming hotter. So like this, you have to answer all these things. So let's try B. The effects of global warming will be bad. So if you make it comparative, what will be the answer? The effects of global warming will be what? Bad, comparative of bad, worse. WORSE, worse. Then what we can imagine. So in 3, you see the sun keeps the earth warm during the day. So B says the greenhouse makes the earth warmer. This is comparative warmer. So we have 3 more evaluation questions like this. And question number 4, the cyclones are powerful now. You say the cyclones are powerful now. So B says the cyclones will be dash in future. What? Comparative, more powerful in future. So 5, our environment is already polluted. And B says carbon dioxide gas makes the environment comparative, more polluted. So these are the easy answers. Summers come early due to season shift. Seasons are shifting. The orders of seasons are not in uh, a very nice position. They are shifting. So summers may come dash in future. Question is summers come early due to season shift. So summers may come earlier in future. So these are the questions of evaluations. So I hope you have understood this and you can practice at home. This is a very interesting and nice topic to learn at home. So next we have a homework for you. This is um, very easy activity because we have discussed details of greenhouse effect. So you will write a paragraph yourself at home, and you can also search about this in Google. So you can learn so many things of this kind of um, problem, greenhouse effect. So write down it. Thank you very much. Stay home, stay safe, because this is not the time to come out of home. So thank you for your time. See you next.